So it's been a really, really long day. Exhausting. I still gotta make dinner. Yeah, so it's been a long day, but I still gotta make dinner. Not for the cat. Shut it. Anyways, one of my favorite things was actually, I don't like hamburger helpers. They really gross me out. But I did like the Velveeta Nacho Supremes. And now I can't find them anywhere in the stores, which sucks because they were really good for a quick, easy meal. However, I did find out how to make it. So I'm going to do a copycat on how to make the Velveeta Nacho Supreme things. Though the noodles aren't going to be exactly the same, it's close enough to really, it doesn't really bother me. So we're going to give this a try. So stay tuned.
Alright, so let's get started. So first you start with 1 pound of ground meat. I usually do turkey, but since Danko was here, I went with some hamburger. 'Cause that's what he likes the most. It's actually a really good looking meat. For one of those little roll things, that meat actually looked really good. It was a really vibrant red. Can't really tell in the camera, but it was vibrant. It looked really great. It tasted great too. So we're just gonna break it up and start browning it. I did fast forward this because that was a long time coming. Now, although this was pretty lean meat, I did still have to drain some of the fat out, but there wasn't really a whole lot. So that really was not an issue for me. So as soon as it got nice and browned, I just went over and drained it really fast. So here you can see it's been drained, and I added about 1 3/4 cup of water. And I went with the good stuff, which is the Taco Bell seasoning for this one. I usually just use the Great Value because that actually comes out really good. But again, Danko was here, so showing off just a little bit. And then you go ahead and get that all mixed in. And yes, I'm wearing my camo shirt just in case I came into a combat situation while I was sledding earlier in that day. And I had to take it off and hide. I'm totally kidding. I just like camo. My favorite color is green, so camo's kind of my thing. And currently I'm measuring out noodles off camera, and I'll be coming into that shortly. So these are what I got. They're mini lasagna noodles, and they're really hard to find. Hy-Vee used to have them, and then they stopped they just haven't had them in stock forever. Thankfully, Sunshine Foods had them in spades, so I stocked up on I got like 10 bags worth because I'm not running out of these things again anytime soon. So I did just over 2 cups of these. I kind of measured, but I really didn't because then I also added some extra afterwards, so just over 2 cups is the best I can give you. And then you just kind of mix them together. Get everything nice and saturated, mixed up. And then we're going to put the lid on it and we're going to simmer it. We're going to bring the heat down to a simmer and let that go for about 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. Hence the little tapping on the watch thing. So, 20 minutes later, they're all nice and cooked, all married, the taco flavorings in the noodles. It's amazing. Just making sure all the noodles are nice and soft. Plus, I like to play with my food. I'm horrible like that. Just trying to make it look pretty, really. So then the next ingredient is actually, I think I went with the cheese first. So I went to the store and you can buy individual Velveeta packets, and they usually come in a box of 3. And so I also stocked up on a bunch of those. This is one of my favorite quick, easy meals to do. I just usually use ground turkey. So I keep a lot of this stuff stockpiled just in case. So I just cut a little tiny piece off the corner. It makes it a lot easier to kind of spread it out better. So you're not, oh yeah, see right there. 3 individual packets. Really great to have. And I got like a bunch of boxes worth. Anyway, so yeah, you just do a little tiny part of the corner, and then you can kind of squeeze it out in smaller strips. And it covers it a lot better, so you're not having to take the spoon and mesh it over the whole thing. But I'm sure everyone else will find their own groove in doing this, because we're weird like that. The hardest part, though, is just getting it out of the packet. And of course, I'm showing off my camo while I do this. This is my winter camo because it's the long sleeve. Then again, my winter camo is just pretty much anything white. Eventually, I'll get all the cheese out. I promise. It does happen. See? Told you. I wouldn't lie to you. And the next thing is going to be a salsa. Thick and chunky salsa is usually better because that's just how the original one comes with, but you can pick any salsa you like. I went with a mild one because I'm not really too big on all the spicy stuff. Occasionally I do, but not often. And you just kind of put to your liking on how much you're going to put onto this. I went a little easy because Danko likes the salsa, but I'm not a huge fan of salsa. But he did love this one, so he took it home with him when he went back. I probably used less than I would have used in the packet that used to come with these things. So mad they're not being sold anymore. But actually cheaper to make it yourself by buying this stuff, I think. Right, and that's it for the salsa. That's pretty much all you have to do. looks a little funky now, but I promise once it gets all mixed in, it tastes just like the stuff you used to buy in the box. And that's it, folks. Velveeta, Skillets, Nacho Supreme. Right there. Thanks for watching.